In this video, we are going to create an amazing, cool and very fabulous intro in Photoshop CC 2017. This intro will be a compressed 30 frames per second and with highest quality, and the rendering speed is rapidly fast. It will be super fun, so let's jump in Photoshop. Welcome back everyone. My name is Adnan from Tasty Tutorials. So let's start our work to create this amazing fabulous intro. So go to File, New. We will create a new document. So I am going to select 1920 by 1080 pixels as my background. So remember that this size will be your initial video size, so keep it in mind. And I am going to use background contents as transparent and the other settings are default. So click on create. So press Ctrl H to hide these guides. Now press Ctrl 0 to fit it on your screen. Now we want to use a color for background, so I am going to use this color 27, 28 and 2C. So this is the color I am going to use. So hit OK. Now press Alt plus backspace to fill it with foreground color, and we'll name this layer as BG. Okay, so for the time being we'll first create a logo design. So I'm going to use a shape tool, which is a rounded rectangle tool, by pressing U from your keyboard and press shift to maintain aspect ratio, and we will make it a little bigger so it could be visible easily, like maybe here. Very nice. Now we will change the color. So we'll select a color. We could use a orange color, a little bit darker, not so much. So hit OK. So this is our color. Now we want to increase the roundness of this square. So how we can round these edges? So we'll simply just, you can see that, come here and you will see that these roundness. So we'll increase it to about right like maybe 65 or 64. Pretty much amazing. Maybe less, maybe 60 is much better. Yes, we will go for 60 pixels and click close. If you are not seeing these things, these properties, you just need to go to Windows and go to properties, and you will see all these settings for these edges, this color and other settings as they are. So click close and click on this move tool, and you will see that this is our basic logo. So I think it's pretty much smaller, so we'll make it a little bigger so it could be more easily visible to you. So maybe a little bit small here. So click on check mark and press Ctrl A. By selecting your move tool, we will center this by selecting this. We can say that align horizontal centers and align vertical centers. So press Ctrl D. Now this icon is into the center. Okay, so the next step is we'll create a text. So I'll press T and click, and we will type our text. So I have typed my text. So let's just change the color. So we will keep it white. So let me just show you the font of this text. So the font of this text is Century Gothic, and it's a bold italic, and the size is 256 pixels. And click on move tool. Now we'll also centerize this, so it could be very easy to define these things. So press Ctrl A and align center and align vertical. So press Ctrl D now. You can see that it is created a nice thing. So we want to create a long shadow. So what is the process? We will simply just create a simple rectangle right about the size of our text. Don't be worried about that. We can just simply increase this after rotating this. So we'll like this. Create a new layer. Name this layer as shadow. Okay, so press we'll change the foreground color to black and press Alt plus backspace. Press Ctrl D. Now we'll bring this layer right under our text layer, and now press and click and convert to smart object. Now press Ctrl T. We'll hold on your shift key and rotate it to about 30 degrees, like here. Now what we'll do is we'll take this side to this text edge, right maybe here, and then we'll bring this to the top edge of this text, like here. Nice, simple and easy. Let me just move it to this downside. Very nice. Now click on this check mark. Okay, so now rasterize this, and now we will select our polygon lasso tool and click, and we will select this area which we don't want to use in our shadows. So this side I will not use in shadows, so we'll press delete, press Ctrl D. Same thing, we don't need this top edge, so press, and keep in mind that we'll click on this edge to edge, so a little bit like here, and then we'll simply just select this side and like this. Now press delete, now press Ctrl D. You can see that looks pretty much nice. Now we want this side also a little shadow, so we'll press shift, click here, and we will make it look like this. This one, and like this. Now we'll fill it with color, so press Alt plus backspace to fill it with black color. Now press Ctrl D, and you can see that it has created a nice edge. So don't be worried about these lines, we'll just fill it with gradient. So click on this layer mask thumbnail, press G from your keyboard to call up your gradient tool, click on this, and we'll use a black to transparent, which is right here. So hit OK. Now press shift, or you don't need to press shift, so just click and drag it gradient like here, a little bit more. Okay, very nice. Maybe a little bit heavy here. Yes, this it looks more easy and more, you can say that, fabulous. So what else we need to do is we'll simply just click, or yes, we click and delete and apply. So it is applied on our shadows. Now you can see that there is a little shadow outcoming from the sides. So what we'll do is we'll press Ctrl and click on these shadows, click on this rounded rectangle and go to select inverse, and it will select this area, whole area, instead of this, and we'll delete. Press Ctrl D, and you can see that there is no overlapping shadows right under this. So it has created a nice shadow. We'll change the opacity to about where it looks best, maybe about 50. Sorry for the traffic in advance. Maybe it's 65, much better. Okay, so this is the starting procedure. Now we want to give it some flares, so we'll go to settings, and I am going to use these flares. These are all included in project file, so don't worry about that. You can free download these flares. Just change the opacity to blending mode to screen. Sorry, it's a color dodge. Change it to screen and take it to the top and size it down and adjust the size according to your needs, like here. Okay, that's much better. Okay, yes, cool. Now you can see that this logo, we'll just click on this layer mask thumbnail and press B and delete that, then click delete, sorry, we'll just simply rasterize this and delete this, paint over it on black color so it will not visible. Now what else, we'll create a copy of this, press Ctrl T and right click and click on flip vertical, press shift and take it to the downside as well, so like here. Let's just adjust this according to our logo. So I think it looks much better here. Let me just check to rotate this horizontal. No, it's much better here. So this is the basic design. We will animate it later, but first we could call it as flare, we can say top and flare bottom. Cool. Now we'll orientate them as they are. So good. That's cool. Now this is our basic logo design. Now we want to give a reflection, so we'll simply just select these three layers, which is text layer, shadow layer and rounded rectangle layer, and press Ctrl and J. So simple. And bring these three copied layer under these original layers and press Ctrl T. And now press right click and click on flip vertical. Simple. And press shift and take them right under here, like here. Very nice. Now click on this check mark. Now press this text layer, from all these layers except this background layer, and press shift and bring them a little bit upward here, and then we can say that this is our basic logo, so we will group them, name it as basic. We will ungroup them later, but this one is shadow, so we'll group them and name them as shadow. Great. Now it's time to give a reflection. So this is the flare and we want to give it a reflection, so we'll press this rectangle marker tool and click and drag a rectangle like here, and press shift and drag a rectangle like here. Simple and smart. Okay, and now we'll create a new layer and fill it with white color. Press Alt plus backspace to fill them with white color. So this is the white color filled layer. Okay, now we want to set them according to our size. So what we'll do is we'll simply just click here and click and move it a little bit here, and press Ctrl and click here. It will create a selection around this, and we'll press Ctrl Shift and J. Very simple. This is the first, you can call it a first, and then we'll select the second, turn off this, press V and move it here, and same thing, we'll press Ctrl and click here, and then press Ctrl Shift and J again, and we'll delete that one too. So now we have both these reflections, so we'll move it a little bit here, make a difference between them, and press Ctrl T to make it a little thinner like this one. Okay, so now press Ctrl and click E, so it will merge them into single layers. Okay, now I'll click and take them right under this and press Ctrl Alt and make them a, you can see that, a clip mask. Now you can see that it is right according to our needs. So good. So name this as reflection. Cool. Okay, so open this shadow and copy this reflection layer and click and drag it right under here, and turn on this and take it right under this one, and we'll set and press Ctrl and click and make it also a reflection of this. So we are basically create two logos, one is vertical and one is simple and straight as we are creating. So good. That's like a cool thing. Turn off this shadow And we have created our basic thing with amazing logo animation. Very nice. Now it's time to animate these all things. So first we will animate the basic one, and then we will animate the shadow one. So we'll turn off the shadows and go to right click and click on, simply just ungroup layers. Nice. Now we'll go to Windows, go to timeline, click on create a video timeline. So great. Okay, so it's now kind of messy little, just pay attention on this at this time. So what we want to do is we'll simply just select all these layers. First of all, we want to animate this one, so click on this arrow, click on opacity, but before clicking on opacity we'll turn off all these other layers, and now opacity should be 0% and opacity is checked, or we could just delete that. And now we'll click on opacity, this timeline frame, keyframe, and then move it a little bit here, and then we'll make this opacity to about 100%, and the diamond is created here. So now you can see that, but we want to start it later, so we'll move it a little bit forward here. So let's just play this. Okay, so this is the basic animation of our logo, like this. Now it's time to animate this reflection. So turn on these reflections, and you can see that when we'll create or we can say that we will not animate this at this time. We just turn off this, and it's time to animate this text. So click on this text, turn on this text, and we'll just close this arrow and click on this arrow of our text. So we will see right here. So that now we will turn off the opacity of our text and click on opacity timeline frame, and where it will 100%, this will also be 100%. So click on this opacity and make it 100%. Simple, like this. So it will till 100%. Now what else is left? These flares. So when we will make them 100%, right here the reflection will be, or we can say that the flare will be work here. So we'll select the top flare and just close this arrow. We'll go to the flare, so we'll simply just click and take it to the top, and click on this top flare and click stop your slider where you want to start. And first you want to click on position and make it to the here, and press shift and select and move it at this end. Okay, a little bit more maybe. No, this is here, and you can see that it is animating here. Okay, so keep it here before it start, and we will change the opacity. So we'll turn off the opacity to 0% and click to opacity and play it right. Place your header to here and turn on the opacity to about 100%. Very good. Now take it to here, right where it stopped, and click on this opacity. It will create a diamond here, and from here to here it will just turn off. So we'll change the opacity to 0%, and you will see that great, very nice. Now same thing we'll do it for bottom layer. So turn on this flare, click here, and first we will set the position. So the flare will start from here. So here, keep in mind your first flare diamond was here. So click on position here and click, place your header slider to the here where it ends, and press shift and move it to the end. Okay, now you can see that simple. Now same thing, we'll do exactly same here. I will select this one and click on turn off the opacity first. Click on opacity, then place it right here and make the opacity about 100%. Cool. Then move it end, then again click on opacity, then place your slider to the ending and make the opacity to 0%. Very nice. Now this is the basic idea. Let's just play the animation to check everything is right. Yes, now that's great. Now it's time to turn on the shadows. So where the text comes up, so we'll just first close these arrows to get space. Now we'll select the text flare and turn on this and check where it start. Place header here, and then we'll turn on these shadows and turn on these shadows and turn the opacity. Select your shadow, turn on the opacity to 0% and click on opacity here and place it to the animation like here, and make the opacity where it was about 65, and look at this. Or you can simply just move it a little bit forward like here, like this, and it all depends on you. This is the basic keyframe animation. So good. Okay, so keep this opacity from here to here. I want to decrease this here, and then from here to the end we'll make it as it was before, so 65. Look at this. Great. So this is the basic animation. It all has done. You can see that. Now it's time to it's all done. Now only thing is left is our reflection. So we will do it after flares. From here we'll turn off these two, so it close this, and now turn on this reflection and slide it up and click on this. We'll move this to the right side. To hide this, we have already created a keyframe, so if you click on this right like here, it will be visible, and click on this position from here to here. Okay, now press shift and hold, and we will place right here. Okay, simple, and like this. But we will press Ctrl Alt and click on this and make it a layer mask. So you can see that now it will move it like here, and change its opacity to about right, maybe 25. That's cool. Now it looks more great. So let's play the animation to check what is going on here. So this one is very fast, so we'll move it to the end, and now let's see how it works. That's great. Now it works more smooth. Okay, so each and every layer is animated. So press shift and select all of these and press Ctrl and Command G. So this animation is working now. Now it's time to give animation to the reflection. I am going to create a professional, so that's why it is a little bit long video. So we'll click on shadows and turn on these shadows, and what we will do is we'll just right click and click on ungroup layers. Now zoom it out and adjust this. Okay, so keep in mind that our animation was started from here. So we'll select our rectangle, rasterize this first, create a gradient and press G and simply just apply this on here like this to make it fully a reflection of this. To check did it look reflection or not, so simple, like this one, and we'll apply the same layer mask and on each and every layer, shadow, copy, and same thing on this. So good. By pressing Alt you can apply each and every on each and every layer. Now it's time to rasterize this text layer, so we'll right click and rasterize this. Okay, and delete and apply. Same thing we'll do for all layers, so apply and delete and apply. Same thing on this reflection layer, delete and apply, and same thing on this rectangle, so click and apply. So this is simple and it has done very nicely. Okay, so now we want to start it from animation, so we'll simply just, it is started from here. So we'll select our rectangle, click and click the position, opacity. So we'll turn off the opacity first, click on opacity and see it is 100% here, so we'll turn the opacity to 100%. So good. Maybe a little less, or I think it's 100% nice. So good. Okay, so the basic start is started. Now it's time to animate. Same thing, we just want to apply opacity, so we'll close this rectangle and select the reflection one, or before start reflection we'll just do it on text layer. So we'll see where the text is started here. So we'll open this, click turn off the opacity of the text and click on opacity and check where it is 100%. So it is 100% here, so we'll make it 100% here. Come on, that's good. Now you can see that. Now it's time to animate the shadow. So click on the shadow copy, close this text copy and open the shadow copy and click on turn off the opacity to 0 and click on opacity and move it where it is 100%. So the opacity will be 100%, sorry, it will be maybe, so make it 100% or whatever, it didn't affect on the original layer. So we'll turn it as default to 65. Very nice. Now it's time to move the reflection. So here is the reflection. Okay, so we click Control Alt and click, so it will visible our reflections. Press V, turn off this and select the reflection copy, and now we'll see where the reflection starts. So it is started from here, and where is our reflection copy? Yes, here. So good. Move it a little bit here, just zoom it in. I will show you where is the reflection copy. Here is the reflection. So click on position and it is moving from here to here. So simple. And we'll move this reflection to from here to here. Now let's see. That's cool. Now you can see that we'll just move it a little bit faster. So let's see. So good. Now we can match these reflections. Okay, so the everything is applied, so close this and let's just play the animation to see what happens when we will start the animation. So let's just see it in shadows. Good. Now the only thing is left is our flares. So what we'll do is we'll simply just press and select these all layers of shadows, press Ctrl and G, group them into single layer, single group. You can see that it is animating now. Change this group to, we can say that is as a shadow, and name this as logo to keep it simple. Now you can see that we will stop it here where the flare starts, and we'll create a new layer and we'll pick a flare, drag it here and change the blending mode to screen and press shift and make it little down, smaller, sorry. Now we'll rasterize this and press brush and brush it with black color, like this, and it will hide this. Now we'll go to blur this, go to filter, blur and Gaussian blur. Will not so much blur, we'll just simple little blur like here. Click on OK. Cool, that's it. So we will start from this side, so we'll position it from here and name this as center FLAYER flare. The title is too long, I know that. Very nice. That's good. So we will select the position here and move it where it is here. So press shift and move it here. Now you can see that. Let me just synchronize this. Okay, let me just okay. So the opacity will start from here, so we'll click on turn off the opacity, click on opacity, it will create a diamond here, and then it will 100%, so we'll make it 100%, same as here. Place the opacity one and turn off the turn off the opacity by placing header here and then turn off the opacity. Okay, great. So I think we should just do it like here. We'll increase the blur, so we'll go to filter, blur and Gaussian blur like this. That's nice. So this is our basic animation. You can see that. Now let's just move it here and make it as same as. Oops, great. We can increase the time, it all depends on you. So what we'll do is we'll make it into a group, so press Ctrl G, name this as reflection light. Very good. Now let's see if it is animating or not. Now I will increase the time. So how we can move this? Simply just drag it outside from your. Okay. So we cannot move at this time, so we'll simply just make it a 5 frame per second. It is a 5-second intro. Let's just play this from the start to check whether it is working or not. So good. Very nice. So now it's time to render. So click on this icon and go to render video. So it is asking about where you want to save, so we'll name this as intro 5 because I have already saved so many intros. So intro 5, and it is the location E animation, and click on render. It will not take so much time. Look at this, the rendering speed, it will take a little 10 seconds or less. So this is done. So let's just go to our folder where we have saved our animation. So we will open, and there is the intro 5. Click on open and play, and there is the intro. Okay, so what else we can do is we can add music into this. So we'll click this music, add audio file, and we'll select any audio like this one. Let's just select, or we can just select this one. Let me just first check which one will be better. Or this one. Maybe we could go for Faith. It's much better. So we'll use this one. Click open, and this track will be loaded into here. But this track is fully loaded, you can see that here. So what we'll do is we'll simply just zoom it out and close it where it is suitable for animation, like here, a little bit here, from here to here, sorry, from here, and you can even change the fading in and fading out. So we'll simply just fade it from first 0.5 seconds and fade it out from 1 second, or maybe 0.57 seconds. Great. Now let's play this. Let's play this again. Great. So now same thing, we'll go to this icon, go to render video, and we'll name this time is as intro 6 render. Even you included the audio, it will not take so much time, it will just render as fast as possible. So that's done. Go to this one, and we'll go to intro 6, click open, and the audio will be played. That's it. So you can create so many intros like I have created into my videos, like here. And like here. I hope you like this tutorial, and make sure to subscribe my channel. We will create so many intros in that with different techniques, different styles and different animations. So make sure to subscribe my channel. If you want to download this project, it will be given in the download description bar. You can download this one, and you can download used flares and whatever you like to download, and you can even request what you want to see on this channel. So I hope you like this video. Make sure to subscribe this button again. We will meet in our next video. Never stop and keep learning.